ये है एजिट लाइव 24/7। आप सब देख रहे हैं एजिट लाइव 24/7। ये होच्छे एजिट लाइव 24/7।
This is AGT Live 24/7.
Former Indian Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh is no more. Two-time Prime Minister and architect of the landmark economic reforms of 1991 passed away at the age of 92. Singh's death was announced by the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi, where he was admitted in the emergency ward around 8:30 p.m. in a critical condition. In AIMS, a bulletin said, quote-unquote, he was treated for age-related medical conditions and had sudden loss of consciousness at home on 26 December. His mortal remains were brought to his residence in the national capital, where senior political leaders paid their last respects for the veteran politician. Dr. Singh's mortal remains will be taken to the AICC headquarters on Saturday morning, after which his last rites will be performed near Rajghat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP Chief JP Nadda, among other senior leaders in the government, reached Dr. Manmohan Singh's residence on Friday morning to pay their final respects to the former Prime Minister. Dr. Singh's last rites will take place tomorrow near Rajghat, before which his mortal remains will be taken to AICC headquarters. Dr. Singh had retired as a member of the Rajya Sabha, representing Rajasthan in February. Before this, he represented Assam in the upper house for 6 terms since 1991. Showering praise on his last day in the Rajya Sabha, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had called him an inspirational example. The way Manmohan Singh guided the country for a long time, wherever our democracy will be mentioned, he'll be one of those few esteemed members whose contribution will be always remembered, Mr. Modi had said. Popularly known as Singh's King, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who led the UPA government from 2004 to 2014, had been in poor health for the last few months. He is survived by his wife, Gurcharan Singh, and 3 daughters. Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and her mother Sonia Gandhi reached the hospital as soon as the news of his hospitalization became known. Singh, who was a finance minister under the then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, was the architect and the brainchild of economic reforms in 1991 that pulled India from the brink of bankruptcy and ushered in an era of economic liberalization that is widely believed to have changed the course of India's economic trajectory. Singh died as the Congress concluded its Congress Working Committee meeting at Belgavi in Karnataka, where all top party leaders were present. Party chief Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi are on their way to Delhi from Belgavi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi mourned the death of Singh. Modi took to X and wrote, quote-unquote, India mourns the loss of one of the most distinguished leaders, Dr. Manmohan Singh Ji. Rising from humble origins, he rose to become a respected economist. He served in various government positions as well, including as finance minister, leaving a strong imprint on our economic policy over the years. His interventions in Parliament were also insightful. As our Prime Minister, he made extensive efforts to improve people's lives. Wayanad MP Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said, quote-unquote, few people in politics inspire the kind of respect that Sardar Manmohan Singh did. Manmohan Singh remained steadfast in commitment to serve nation despite being subjected to unfair, deeply personal attacks. With the passing of the former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, India has lost a visionary statesman, a leader of unimpeachable integrity, Kargil said. The economist turned politician almost single-handedly turned the tables on the left parties, providing outside support to the Congress-led United Progressive Alliance by securing the support of Samajwadi Party, that is SP, in a crucial trust vote in July 2008 over the Indo-US nuclear deal. Until then, relations between the Congress and SP were one of suspicion and distrust, which Mulayam Singh had reneged on his promise of supporting a Congress-led government in 1996 after the fall of the 13-day-old Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. However, the original Mr. Clean in Indian politics, Dr. Singh, would be best remembered as the person who opened up India's economy in 1991 as Prime Minister, P.V. Narasimha Rao's trusted finance minister. Union Home Minister Amit Shah also offered tributes to former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. In his condolences message, he said, quote-unquote, "From being the governor of the Reserve Bank of India to the finance minister of the country, and as the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh played an important role in the governance of the country. I express my condolences to his family and supporters in this hour of grief," he said on X. Dr. Manmohan Singh was chosen to lead the United Progressive Alliance government in 2004 after the coalition round held a victory against the incumbent BJP-led National Democratic Alliance government. He signed the landmark civil nuclear deal with the United States in July 2005. Singh returned for a second term, which was marked by increasing coalition pressures and corruption charges against his government. Singh, a noted economist, was a former governor of the Reserve Bank of India, finance minister. PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti on Friday said that former Prime Minister and Congress leader Manmohan Singh ushered India into a new era, setting the stage for growth and prosperity. From bringing bread and butter to the doorstep of the poorest through schemes like NREGA and the Food Security Act to securing the landmark nuclear deal and other, these contributions have touched every Indian, Mufti said. While speaking about the PDP, Congress talks about Jammu and Kashmir government formation in 2002. Mufti said that Singh played a vital role in forming the alliance at that time. While recalling former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh as a leader of the unquestionable integrity, left leaders on Friday said that he adopted policies that he believed were in the interest of the nation. Dr. Manmohan Singh, during his 10-year tenure as a Prime Minister, stood firmly for secular and democratic values. He adopted policies which he believed were in the interests of the country. He was a leader of unquestioned integrity. CPIM is saying the party further conveyed its condolences to Manmohan Singh's wife, Gurcharan Kaur, and his daughters. The Congress approached the centre Friday seeking a resting place for former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, who died on Thursday along the banks of the Yamuna River in Delhi, where many former Prime Ministers have their memorials. Sources said Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has conveyed the party's desire to Prime Minister Narendra Modi separately. All India Congress Committee, that is AICC General Secretaries Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and K.C. Benugopal, followed it up with Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Friday. RSS Chief Mohun Bhagwat and General Secretary Datyara Sable on Friday condoled the passing of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, saying his contributions to Bharat will always be remembered. Pakistan's former Foreign Minister Khurshid Mahmood Kasuri recalled fond memories of his association with the late Indian Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who died in Delhi on Thursday night. Kasuri said that Dr. Singh will be remembered in history as a man who devoted himself to the improvement of bilateral relations between the two countries. Dr. Manmohan Singh preferred his modest Maruti Suzuki 800 over luxury BMWs even when holding the office of Prime Minister, as it reaffirmed his connection with the middle class and commitment to work for the common man. Uttar Pradesh Minister of State for Social Welfare Independent Charge Asim Arun, a former Indian Police Service IPS officer who worked as Singh's chief bodyguard for almost 3 years, recalled them saying, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar, and other senior leaders gathered at the CPED ground in Belagavi to pay their last respects to former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. Indian flag at half-mast at the President House after the demise of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, New Delhi, on Friday. In this context, G. Pathasarathi, Joint Secretary to the Government of India, Minister of Home Affairs, has issued a notification that the Government of India announced with profound sorrow the death of Dr. Manmohan Singh, former Prime Minister of India, on 26 December 2024 at AIIMS Hospital, New Delhi. As a mark of respect to the departed dignitary, it has been decided that 7 days of state mourning will be observed throughout India from 26 December 2024 to 1st January 2025. Both days inclusive. During this period, the national flag will be flown at half-mast throughout India, where it is regularly flown, and there will be no official entertainment during the period of state mourning. It has also been decided that the state funeral will be accorded to late Dr. Manmohan Singh. National flag shall also fly half-mast on the day of funeral in all Indian missions, high commissions of India abroad. Bureau Report, AGT Live 24/7.